just do the invites. Okay. Just go down the list, be doing it, and you'll see when somebody come in first. Be number one right there live. Tell them I'm coming, give them a talk. Okay.
Peace, y'all. Let's help get some wombs in the room. I'm doing some invites. Ceka is coming in a second.
Hey, everybody. Anybody in already? I said wait till somebody come in. I said that till somebody come in. It's pretty early everywhere. No puppies. Go in the back. Give it all that noise. Nobody yet? That's pretty odd.
Oh, it's 12 people in there. Oh, peace, y'all. How y'all doing? Ceka is coming in just 1 minute. I'm doing some invites. Can you guys help us get some wombs in the room? I know it's early, but she got something she want to say this morning. This AM. Sorry.
In the morning.
I know. I realized that after I said it. So she coming in 1 minute. 1 second. Let's see here.
Got my hands on the steering wheel, y'all. Peace, Shaw. All right, good day, Kath. Have a good day here.
Okay, you too.
Love you.
Thank you, love you too.
All right, call me.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'm coming. I'll see you later.
Okay.
Good day, everybody. Tila, don't start. Don't start, Tila. Go in the back then. No, go in the back. Getting myself situated. Wow, it's a big rainbow right there. Huge rainbow. See if I can show y'all that. That's funny because I'm gonna be talking about Lucky Charms. That's cool. That's how I'm starting my day. Alright, check it out, y'all. A couple things I want to talk about real quick. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, but some things I've been trying to get out for a couple days, but that fifth chakra been kind of blocked. I want to talk to y'all today about oh, it's a beautiful rainbow. It's even prettier from this angle. Hold on, I gotta show y'all again. Right over that mountain. It's awesome. Okay, let me get to it. Hope everybody's doing okay. I can't really see the comments. I'm driving, so I'm not gonna do much reading. I see Candace named. Hey, Candace. Peace, sis. Let's link up, Candace. Let's link. I think Lily coming this weekend, so y'all can ride down together this weekend. Let's just camp out and break bread together. Let me move these comments out the way. All right, check this out, y'all. It's something I've been trying to get out for since fasting, actually. That fifth chakra closed. The source is giving me so much information right now, and I'm trying to form it into words. What she's showing me right now. What she's showing me that's happening right now. And I named it, the title of this is God, or Guardians of Destiny. And when we all say we God, what does that mean? What is a God? We are the guardians of destiny. We are the wombmen. We are the mothers of civilization. And we're no longer guardians of destiny no more. And that's what the fairies were. Or the three fairies. The word fairy came from the three wombs, or wombs above this realm or plane of existence that guarded mankind. And that's what the wombmen are. That's what you mothers are. You're the guardians of destinies. These children that you're birthing, they all have destinies. We all have destinies. Now, mothers were the guardians of that. The fathers are the protectors of destinies. But you are God. And we're no longer the guardians of destiny, because we leave our power in the hands of men. And what I mean by that is we all know that we're living in a patriarchal day, and there's no more matriarchs. A good movie to look at too is Maleficent, because there was the world of kings, and then there was the world of the matriarch, where Maleficent ruled before man stole her wings. I'm doing a whole thing on that, on the Maleficent. But at the end of the movie, he said to her that you are a fairy. How do you feel? How does it feel to be a fairy in a world of men where you don't belong without your power? And that's kind of what I want to get into today. Well, that's a lot of what I want to get into today, about our power. We got to take that word. We got to take our magic and our power to the next level. You have to overstand it first on another level. Your power. See, we don't have our powers anymore because we rely on false magic. What is false magic? First off, what is real magic? Real magic is what Source told me some time ago via my rest. That true magic was the wombman and the stone, when you put those two together. What is false magic? False magic is technology. The technology you see around you. The technology that you're relying on. Like, say, telephone. Telephone is false magic. Because the real magic is telepathy. But we don't speak to each other anymore via telepathy. We let them tell us that telepathy is an ESP. Is an extrasensory perception. So that's not something that everybody has. That's just some extra shit that some special people on the planet may have. So we don't pay any mind to that. We don't pay any mind, like I told you before, about your true five senses. The true five senses, which is telepathy, clairvoyance, psychometry, clairvoyance, and one more. I always do this. It's hard to think about it while I'm driving. And perception. Perception, which is your five senses combined in one. perception. So that's your true 5 senses. You missed what I just said? Play that back when you can. The true 5 senses. Not we just have the one sense. Or the 5 senses, which is only one sense, the sense of perception or the sense of touch. That's the only sense that we deal with. We don't deal with our ESP or our extrasensory perception, as they call it. They call it something extra, but it's not. We have to indulge back into our magic. But they have you dependent on their magic. Again, that magic is technology. That technology is called inventions. We have replaced harnessed. We forgot about the word harnessed and harvest and replaced it with false or synthetic inventions. Let me give you an example. Like it was said before, I forget where I heard this at, and a few people have said it, that the only thing the woman has ever invented was a hut. Look around you. So it make you think like men are smarter than women. And they when they do these tests, these census and shit, this is what they go on, that men has invented more than women. Mind you, although we have, 2.5 more brain matter than men. Females have 2.5 more brain matter and just matter period, because they are the Y chromosome, and the Y chromosome has 2.5 less genetic material than the female. So even as big as they are, which they should be that big, because that's a whole nother video, but they should be that big because that's a fight for sperm. There's more of us on the planet than it is of them. So it's like 1 male to 20. I think it's 20 now. Or 13 to 20. I forget where those numbers come from. But one of the two. It's more of us than it is of men. So he had to grow big so that he'll be chosen for a sperm. But as a collective, it's more of us than them. And again, like I said on my Earth Day, on my arrival day, they switched that shit around. So now you got one Muslim man with all these wives. No, you had this matriarch who would allow one man in, but you got one man ruling over 6 and 7 women. That's not how that worked. Again, if that was truly a matriarch who would allow one man in, because men are here just for that. One of the purposes that they're here is to procreate with you. So it's not just natural for a woman to go fuck a lot of men, because when you go fuck a lot of men, it distorts your yoni. It stretches you out of place, because your yoni shapes to the form of the phallus that's in you. That's why you have more women on one man. That's why he's just naturally want to fuck a lot of women. And that's why even now in the conscious or unconscious community, they're convincing you that we can have another sister wife. Can't we have another sister wife? But when he do it as he is the king of that shit. Sorry, brothers, you're not. You're just the one chosen in this matriarch. She runs shit. I don't give a fuck what culture it is, even our African cultures. The men could not go out to even go to war. They could not do anything without the permission. Without the permission. And this comes from an African scholar. What's his name? Mutaba, whatever his name is. Y'all know that little black man, little African man who be telling the stories of the past and how the women ruled. Like, this shit is new. But we have to get your minds to understand again who and what you are. And then that's supposed to mean, okay, then we trying to take the males from the female, or trying to take the male from his throne. No, his throne is the lap of the mother. That's his throne. That's the seat that he sat on, because he did what he did with the permission of the wombman. She is God. She is the guardian of destiny. And to be the guardian of destiny, again, you, sisters, a brother can have certain magic, certain things. Like they say, we have intuition. I don't give a fuck what they got. You have to come back into what you have, that creation center. You have to come back into your magic and not just talk about the magic. But you have to first see the illusions around you. You have to first see the foolishness and the fallacies around you. You have to see these inventions. These inventions are receptor blockers. Even down to the cars. Like they said, the only thing a woman ever created was a hut. That's because the difference in a male and a female, she did not destroy anything to build. She harvested and harnessed. But see, now they're harnessing the sun's energy. harnessing, like a harness. Let me give you an example of a harness. When you harness water, power to make electricity. When you harness the wind to make a windmill to create electricity. That's a harness. Women harness, and we the ones who created that shit in the first place to harness. But now they're harnessing power, like where we mastered the animals and can speak to the horses, and the horses would allow us to ride their backs. They took that. Now you driving a car. Now I'm driving a car with 8 horsepower opposed to riding the horse. You see? That's harness. That's harness and harvest versus inventions. We used to fly, y'all. We used to fly, and that was called levitation. But they replaced, where you harness the power within you. You harnessed magnetic energy, and you propelled yourself from the earth. Now it's replaced with the invention called airplane and helicopter. Like your telepathy is replaced with your telephone. Listen, we're still using telepathy in its sense, but it's through technology. How the fuck are you looking at me and I'm where I am and you where you are? How are you hearing me over there? Because they're harnessing frequencies. This is a frequency. Look at your phone. Unless you're plugged in for some juice in your phone right now, your phone is not plugged in. Look around you. How the fuck are you? My phone's talking to your phone. But see, that's how we used to talk to each other's heads. You see, we used to communicate with each other's head like that without no fucking cords. Your true 5 senses. But we're not harnessing and harvesting our magic anymore. And see, I can adamantly say this. I'm going to put this out there, and I've said this in other videos, but I can adamantly say this because I've been dealing with this lately. I have power. And a lot of the sisters that inbox me and we talk have a real power. Let me give you an example. My power is in some outside of this, but a lot of my power is in my sex magic. Y'all probably wonder where Luna at. Her ass sleep at 6 o'clock in the morning. I have to drop Keffa off. Luna locked out, but she love y'all. Y'all see you later. And my sex magic. I've had sex, and 3 times in me having sex, I get to this apex that I get to, and me and the person levitates. I'm not talking about a little bit. I'm talking about I felt myself suspended. I was so gone and at the apex of my energy that I felt myself levitating way above the bed and didn't know that we was off the bed. 1 instance. 2 more instances standing up and engulfed in that kitchen and kiss and engulfed in my magic. I felt myself levitating where I'm at the ceiling and we didn't know it. Twice this happened. So that's 3 times total. It's a real magic. And in 1998, I was sent. Look at my video. Who is daughter of our secrecy and was the 7 principles on YouTube, my YouTube channel. It's one of the first videos I did. And in 1998, I was sent into this fast. Not by any will of my own. These beings came to me. Look at the video. And told me to go into this 40-day fast. It was a male being, and he had a sheep beside him with a gold skirt on, and like a lamb's wool vest with a staff that was crooked. The first time it happened to me was in October 1989. 1998 or 97. October 1987. This male being came to me. I was in a meditation, doing this meditation that my mother had taught me to do. About 1920 or some shit like that. My mother taught me how to meditate, where you make everything around you disappears, the walls and everything go away, and everything, you be in this white room. So I was into that meditation. Let me cut my notifications off, y'all. Hold on. That's the most irritating right now. So I was in this meditation, y'all. Share the video 1 time for me. Share it on your page. I was in this meditation, and this being came, and it freaked me out so bad. I called my dad. My dad came down to the house, and he said that my family called me Angel. That's my birth name is Angel. And he said, Angel. He said, I'm gonna show you something. He showed me some scripture in the Bible where it's talking about in the last days. Shut up, Tina, don't, honey. in the last days where this person has to going to be chosen and all this stuff. That shit freaked me out. Too young for that. I didn't want to hear none of that. And I didn't do it. He said, you got to go into this fast. And I was like, all right, whatever. So anyway, in October 1997, I went into this church. I ain't going to tell the story. It's on the page if y'all really want to know the story. But anyway, lo and behold, I wind up going into this 40-day fast. Like I didn't have control this time. It was like I was made to go into this fast. And I seen all kinds of stuff. I seen colors that I haven't seen on this planet yet. And I mean like in the realm of pinks, but it's not on this planet. That I ain't seen in no movie. I seen beings, and I've been to places off of this planet. Off of this plane of existence. And this is in October 1997. And it lasted for 40 days. It lasted till that November. And I had water and grape juice that entire time. Things was happening to me like, shut up! Which one of you? Mommy love you, sorry. Spoiled. And then I had, before the fast had started, things was talking to me and things was opening up in me. One instance, I was in a mall. And in this mall, like, I had to wrap up all the time, and I didn't know about turbans and stuff like that. So I literally had a sheet around me to wrap myself, because whenever I went out with my head not covered, I would get a really bad... Dewey, be quiet. I would get a really, really bad headache. So I'm in this mall waiting on my sister. This is like a couple days before the fast had started, but I had already gotten an instruction that Sunday, and the fast was starting October the 10th on that Friday. So I'm standing in the mall, and this man walked by, and this man said, white man, this Caucasian man, and he said, what the fuck she thinks she Jesus? And I looked at him, but his mouth didn't move. So I'm staring at him, and then he had other things he was saying, so now I'm looking at him, but his mouth's not moving. So then I just started to look around. Hey, look out the window, honey. Then I just started to look around. You too, Tila. Look at your window, baby. Wait a minute, dude. Hold on. It's down too far. Hold on. There you go. So then I started looking around in small, and as far as I could see people, I could hear what they were saying. Like all the way at the end of the mall. I could hear them inside. Not what they were saying with their mouths. I heard the inner thoughts. And it fucked me up so bad, I passed out. My sister, Chrissy Jones, she's on my page. Y'all can ask her, is the story true? My sister, Chrissy Jones, and her best friend, as a matter of fact, that day, her best friend was buying her this $600 camera that she wanted. They had to carry me, Tennille was her name. They had to carry me out the mall. So I went home, which is back to her house, because we were in Delaware, Newark, Delaware. Is where this happened at. This happened in Newark, Delaware, in this little apartment complex called Pemberton. And so I sat outside trying to get myself together, figure out what that was. And my sister came out to talk to me. I was sitting at a picnic table. And I'm sitting there trying to get myself together. Like, how did I hear these people thoughts like that, Tina? That's what I call my sister. What happened to me? So we conversed for a while, and she walked and left me. As soon as she walked and left, the tree that was right there beside me, I called it came to life. The tree that was right there beside me, it was like a gas came forth from the tree. But it was shaped, and it formed as if a hand, like reaching to me, fucked me up so bad. I got up, I jumped up, and then every tree in that row did the same thing. It's like it was a face, like it came out and reached out to me. But what I learned later is I saw the life force of the tree. So I hauled ass. Listen, mind you, I still got that sheet on, so imagine what that shit looked like. I was haul assing down the hill, like screaming. My sister didn't even know what the fuck was going on. She just started running from me because I looked so frantic and crazy. She just started running because I'm running toward her. So we got all the way to her apartment building. She's like, what's the matter? I'm like, I'm crying now. Like, yo, what the fuck is going on with my head? Mind you, this is funny because as soon as we got to our apartment building, it was a turtle. This turtle was on the step. And I kept that box turtle until he died. I had him for years. And I picked that turtle up and I kept him with me, which represents wisdom. So anyway, We went in the house, and we had friends at the house, these people that was having dreams about me. This whole week, like, I dreamt that you're supposed to go into a fast, and whatever you need, I'm supposed to give it to you, but I don't know how I'm supposed to give it to you because I don't have no money. They'll leave. The girl left. Shut up, Dewey. The girl left and come back and was like, oh my God, the lawyer just called. I was a part of this lawsuit that I didn't know I was a part of. What do you need? And all I was supposed to have, I couldn't go anywhere. I had to stay in one place. My instructions that I received from the guardians was I had to wear all white. Everything in the room that I had to be white. I couldn't listen to no music, no outside instructions. I couldn't watch no TV. I couldn't look at time. All of this stuff that I couldn't do. So all I needed her to do was, because I didn't have any money, was to buy the all white everything, candles, everything that I had to do. I couldn't even wash in the bathtub in the house. I had to stay in this room. Could not see another person. I had to stay in this room. So I had to wash in olive oil was the instructions I got, to wash in a pail in olive oil 3 times a day. Look at the video. It's in the video. Y'all get the full story. So anyway, so it's people there that was witnesses and witnessing to what was happening. I was seeing through walls. Like the molecular structure of the wall would break down. Like the sheetrock and all that shit would break down, where I could look into the wall and see the wires. Wow, this reminds me of a dream I had last night. My dream coming back from last night. Alright, I could look into the walls and see like the wood in the wall, the beams and the wires and shit. Then I could see through that wall to the closet on the other side and see the hot water tank that was in that closet, like all kinds of, no dude. My point is, there's so much more, and so much more. Within the 40 days, all the beings that came to visit me and travel, I didn't. Oh man, hold on y'all, I gotta turn around because if I keep going this way, I'm gonna absolutely lose signal. I forgot about this road. Hold on. All right, babies, just hold on. Chip, go in the back. They tripping like that because there's cows around us and stuff. All right, go ahead. Go outside. Okay, yeah, so, I forget what I was saying just now. The thing stopped on me. But, y'all, share the video for me. Please, share this video. So, because people need to hear this story. Because it's happening in this day. So, Tina, go in the bag. Fat so. Hold on, y'all. Tila, go to bed right now. So I remember where I was, but all these phenomenal things were happening to me. My sight was changing. Oh yeah, looking through the walls, I could see through lamp shades, the metal ones. All of this stuff was happening. I thought I was going crazy, and I said to Source, or God at the time, as I call God, my family's Jewish, and as I said to Yahweh at the time, I said, Yahweh, help me. I don't know what's happening. I said, if you can give me one person this sight that you have given me, then I will endure this. And I will know that it's true. I'll know it's from you. And it was funny because my sister came home from work that day. And as soon as she walked in the door, because I was suffering, I was laying in my friend's lap, all these people around me who dreamt to come to me, dreamt I had to go on this fast, dreamt they had to witness this, all this stuff, people that I didn't tell this shit to, was there. My sister walked into the house, and I was in this bad sweat, I wasn't doing good, and I was weak from all these things that I was seeing. And instantly, as soon as she walked in the house, she got that sight. And it's funny because it started with my nephew, her son's foot. She was looking at his foot, and it began to magnify where she could, her eyes magnified where she could see the pores. And then she just started seeing the molecular structure, the molecule structure of his feet and his blood vessels and shit. And she started screaming like, what the fuck is wrong with me? And she ran out the house, and I had to go behind, and I held her. And I spoke to Yahweh. I said, okay, I'll take it. I'm not crazy. I'm not sure. My sister will never forget this. Chrissy Jones is my sister. She on my friends list. Y'all can ask her this, inbox her, and ask, is this shit true? And so from that moment forward, I took the burden. I took it. I took what I thought was a burden at the time. But today I realized it's not a burden. That was my powers coming back. I was being opened up and cleansed. so I could come back into my true nature, the nature that they hid from us in inventions, because they stopped us from harvesting. They stopped me from being God, the guardian of destiny. They stopped us from being God, the guardians of destiny. You see? They stopped us from being God, the guardians of destiny. And now we just, everything that we do, we depend on them. We depend on this patriarchal system and not the matriarchal systems. Because when a woman builds a hut, she's just harvesting what's around her. When she's building a hut, she's using the earth itself to build her home. And those structures are stronger. Those structures are stronger, can withstand earthquakes, tornadoes, torrential rains, all this shit, than these inventions. The houses that we're in today are inventions. When a woman built a hut, that was a harvest to build shelter. When a man built a hut, he called it a house, and it's an invention, and it's killing you. Let me show you the difference. Imagine using the earth and just building the earth and twigs and shit and trees that's already cut down, not killing anything, to build that hut, opposed to build a house which is fucking up the earth, starting from the paint, the chemical. That chemical for a long time had lead in it, and it was killing the children, making the children retarded. Think about it. How many of y'all got the lead lawsuit? That's just the paint. That's not even talking about the sheetrock. That's not talking about the treated wood. You see? That's not talking about the treated wires. All of this shit to make this house is patriarchal, and it's outside of the matriarchs. It's outside of what we did. We harvested and harnessed it, what was right around us. It kept everything intact, and that's why we still had our power. But now that we depend on patriarchal or man's technology, man's inventions, everything around you is a fucking invention. Again, the car is what you call 6 horsepower. But we used to talk to the horses, and the horses would just loan us their horsepower and pull stuff for us in peace, and not in the way that they doing the horses yet. All of this shit is patriarchal, and it's not the matriarchal way. And we are caught up in the patriarchal way. Me saying all I just said, all of those abilities and powers that I just said, is because I'm not the only one. We have to harness our energy, our own energy again. We have to remember the fairies that we are. We have to remember the power that we are. But now when you see it, you see that superheroes. You see that shit in X-Men. But you forgot that you are the X-Men. That's where they get the fucking movies from. The things that you were able to do when you were able to levitate. I'm able to levitate. Mine's happening sex. I have an energy that comes out of me. That this energy can transfer from my solar plexus to somebody else's. I wish y'all could see me right now. I have a egg that was birthed in my chest in 2011. September 11, 2011. Between 1 and 3 a.m. This energy burst happened to me. When I woke up that day, September 11, 2011, like earlier day, about 9 o'clock that day, I had this lump in my chest, right in my solar plexus. I had this little lump, like it felt like a gland, like the gland you get under your chin, that gland. It felt like that. Today, this shit is grown. It's like bigger than a golf ball. Like when I first wake up in the morning, I got this lump that sit like a mountain sitting on my chest when I lay on my back. If it wasn't inappropriate, I would show y'all right now. I should have did it in the Coven, and then I could show y'all what I'm talking about. It's a golf ball size egg that sits in my chest. I call it my sun. And mind you, it doesn't show on x-ray. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's there for. I got a couple readings from a Mayan daykeeper. She said it's a fire bundle. I was given a fire bundle, but that's a whole other video, a whole other story. Of this power that sits in my chest, because when this power comes out of me, it's always in sex, though. I only know how to use it then. And there's a real energy. I can literally transfer this energy now over the radio, over the airwaves. Like it's gone into frequencies. I could be on the phone with somebody and send them the energy. And there's probably people on here right now who has witnessed this energy. If they want to say, I'm one of the ones, do your thing. If not, I feel you. But it's a real power, a real energy. So my thing is like now, like I don't even know how to control it, honestly. It comes up when it comes up. So I have plenty of people who has witnessed it and they call me powerful, but I'm not. Because I forgot how to harness my own energy. You see? I don't know how to use it at will. And a lot of you have powers that you're not realizing is a power. You have to harness again. But you have to start with yourself. That's why it's imperative to cleanse yourself out so that you can go within to find your magic again. Because when you say magic, it makes it sound such like a fairy tale or something so unreal. When it's one of the realest things that Source has given the wombman. You have a natural power, a natural magic. Y'all say, well, I'm empathic. And you just see that as one of the things in the conscious realm or plane that you can do. No, that's a power. That's a power to read a person. You have to see it for what it is and all these different abilities that the gods have. The guardians of destiny. All these abilities that you have is real power. And we wouldn't be in half the mess that we're in if we learned to use our power again. If we became the fucking superheroes again. If you know that you have levitated before, you got to go within and harness that energy and try to figure out how the fuck you did that. If I spoke to trees before, I need to find out how to harness that energy and how to do that at will. I keep hitting the horn by mistake. And how to set the dogs crazy. And how to do that at will. So many of y'all have so many abilities, like one of the sisters in the Coven. I'm going to say her name, she can say her own name. I don't know if she want me to do that. But she has the ability, these powers of her dreams. She dreamed what's to come. She's what you call our sage or our oracle. She can forewarn us of what's to come. She's the ones the kings used to have beside them. And if y'all seen a movie like The Scorpion King, see, they make this shit a movie and don't make it like it's not real. When if y'all saw the Scorpion King, they had the witch beside him and let them know the future. We got a sister in the Coven who does this. Listen, I know it because she sends me all her dreams. And half of them shits is about me. She dreams shit about me she can't know about me. I don't know her. I don't know her on a personal level for her to have sent me the things that she sent me about myself. And they so fucking deep. She's even dreamt about Jesus. And listen, these are abilities. This is not just some shit we got in the conscious community. It's not just some shit we got. You sisters like Shantae, I just saw your name come up, who work with the plant like that and make the plants grow like that, that natural ability. That's what we did in the forest. If you harness, Shantae, like you, if you harness that energy, the way, and harness it within yourself, you don't even fully understand the communication that you would have with the plants. If you just listen, they'll talk to you. See, they don't want us to see this no more. They want us to get into their inventions. The houses are inventions. We can't, like when we go to church, the church is a fucking invention, y'all. Our foods is invention. We don't harvest no more. Everything we eat is in a can. It's a goddamn invention. We don't take it right from the tree and put it into our mouths. Or even right from the tree to, like, if you want spaghetti sauce, you want the magic they made, the spaghetti sauce in that jar with all that poison. Go get a fucking tomato and every natural ingredient on it and make that sauce. Work your own magic and transmutate shit. Every day that you cook is a transmutation. Share the video one time, y'all, for me. Every day that you cook is a transmutation. You're transmutating something. But we're letting them control all of our magic. We used to just think about each other and say, damn, Ceka need me. Damn, Shantae need me. Damn, Sandra need me right now. We don't no more because we use the telephone. We let the telephone control our telepathy now. But somehow, through all of this bullshit around us, somehow Source kept me with my magic. Now I know it's just time for me to harness. Now I understand why I have the magic. And I don't talk about it all the time. But I'm starting to understand why I have the magic. I have this magic with me. And the proof that I have this magic is to bring the magic out of you. Because it's what we all have to come back into. See, the difference in me, though, I have the magic, but I don't have the harness. Because I was caught up in the inventions, too. So I have the magic. It's like, what the fuck y'all think Source is sending everybody to nature right now? Why everybody going to nature, going back, going to Costa Ricas and taking your shoes off? And what y'all think that's all for? It's for you to come back into the guardians of destiny. It's for you to come back into God. And to come back into God, you speak to trees. You tell your God don't pay no rent. To come back into God, you build your homes from the land. You don't build this shit. The wombman don't do that. The wombman don't use cars and metal and in replace of what's natural, in place of the horse. And then the wombman don't abuse the horses the way they do today. They just use them for races and running them raggedy and doing the things they doing. No, we harvested the horse's energy and we loved the horse doing it. And the horse bowed like in the movie Avatar. It bowed to us and gave itself to us because we loved it back. Everything in this patriarchal bullshit is a goddamn mess. And we're caught up. We're caught in the way we eat these inventions. Everything we see, everything we do, our fun. Even in our natural fun, it got to be something they invented. It got to be Disneyland where they tore the whole fucking earth up just to build that one place. And we just go for the lights. We just go for the rides. We just go for the fun. But all of that is to get you out of your magic and get you into Disney magic. Get you into those fireworks. When you used to make the fire spark. When you could make fire rays and do your own light show. The magic is in you. We have to harvest and harness again. That's why we're being sent to nature to harvest again. Grow your own food. Even if you're in an apartment, do your best. I was saying to y'all the other day, let go. Let go of all of this shit. Man, listen, but I gotta live. But I gotta eat. Do you really think if you just let go and let God, do you really think you would just be somewhere on the planet as a skeleton starving until you die like you in some third world country, or somebody gonna pick you up? Let go and see. Fuck this society. Everything that we're doing is to build the false magic around us. The jobs that we have is to build the society that's suppressing us, that's suppressing the magic, that's suppressing the womb man's magic, that's suppressing the gods, the guardians of destiny. Go back to the fairy in you. But we try when we play with the stones, and we talk about the Eurisha and the Yoruba, and we get our quartz crystals out. No. Because all of that shit you're doing is still from a goddamn book. Let go and then go to the stone will tell you. When me and Luna went to Arkansas, the elder said that's the Arkansas, and we got them stones. Let me tell y'all something. We had this music playing in the room the night. My pick of the day, I put on my dress at the bed of the hotel. And hers, she put on her side. Our picks of the day. Do I have it with me? I keep an altar in the car. No, but the stone is in there. So anyway, wait a minute, hold on. Check this out. This is one of mine. I had 2 picks of the day. This is one of them. This is pure quartz crystal. Unadulterated. I'm not cleaning it. I'm leaving it in its natural form and using the power in its natural form. We always want something to glisten. This pure quartz crystal. So anyway, I had this one and my other pick of the day on my dresser in the hotel, the table. She had hers on her side of the hotel, in the room. And we had this meditation and music playing on Luna's phone that night that we slept with. When we woke up the next day, we got our phones, we were doing our shit, we were sitting in the bed talking. And then this music was in the room. The crystals recorded the music and had played back the music to us. You don't need a book. You don't need a book to tell you what the crystals are. What you need is yourself. You need to free your mind. You need to bring it back down. You need to cleanse your system out. Because I don't give a fuck what you say about what food you gotta have. If you eat something, you gotta have meat. You don't have to have shit. You don't have to have that shit. But even if you do, you're not even doing that right. You're not butchering it yourself. You're not raising it knowing that it's on natural food. And then you take that meat and give the blood, like the kosher way or the halal way, give the blood back to the earth as an offering to the earth for 3 days. And then you take the meat to God, and then your source, whoever it is, and then you eat the meat, but you know it's clean. No, you're getting that same contaminated meat where everybody gets it. If you're a God saying that you're supposed to have meat, then do it the right way then. Then do it the kosher way, so that you know that your meat is not contaminated. But I don't know how far you're going to get with death in your body, though, honestly. But at least do it the right way if you're saying that that's what you got to have. Because we got all of these contaminants that's in us. That's receptor blockers. That's what they want. They want to block your receptors with these fucking inventions, y'all. They blocking your own receptors. We don't need telephones. Share the video one time, y'all. We don't need, as a matter of fact, I'm talking to y'all. We don't need telephones. Let me say it again. We don't need telephones. We need telepathy. You need to reach out to me in energy. But when we have these things right now, we don't take them serious. We take them as, like, when your power come up, it'd be like, wow, something wild happened to me, or I gotta go ask the shaman, what did this mean, or I gotta go ask the guru. Ask your goddamn self, it came to you. Ask yourself, commune with your God, cleanse yourself out, go into a fast and go get your answers, because just like it came to you, those answers will come to you. A lot of y'all know y'all have a power, but you don't want to say it like that. You don't want to say, I have this ability. And I have this power, when half the shit that we have is some true X-Men shit. It's some real shit that's trying to come back through this planet. But we won't allow it to come through because we won't let go of the inventions. We won't let go of this patriarchal bullshit. This patriarchal bullshit, the whole reason that it was ever created was for one purpose, sisters. This shit was created to keep your magic down. Because the first war that ever was our sons. It was your sons against you, because you had the portal to connect directly to source. You were the spiritual leader of the community, and they wasn't, so they ripped your temples down. Like I was saying a few minutes ago, churches are inventions. A church is an invention. We didn't have churches. We went right into the caves that was already the wombs. A cave is a womb. We went right into the wombs. So now we walk around with our stones when we used to go in the cave where the stones grew at and powered up. Although we would take pieces of it, the broken pieces, to keep it with us, to align with that temple. Our temples were in the ground. It was wombs. This shit erected represents phallus. Phallus do this shit. That's why you get steeples. That's why you get on top of the churches and the arches that look like breasts. That's some fantasies of men and shit, y'all. Because then you walk into the church and you go into your God and you hallelujah in and shit. Like Superman, yes. And then you go into speaking of Superman, that's my shit. Shit. Because I am Superman. We are Iron Man. We the one who give life through the blood. We're the true Iron Man. We are female. Fee represents iron. We are the Iron Man. They took it all from us. But you gotta see it again. The magic is yours. What I was about to say just now, I don't know, I was talking about the church. In the I forget, the church of the wombs, the womb centers, the womb domes. Not the kingdoms, but the womb domes is what we had. We went into the ground. Somebody remember what I was about to say? Put that up there. We went into the ground and absorbed our magic, and that's how we communed. You can't, when you go to church, you can't put your feet, you can't get ground. Okay, yeah, you in church, you're going to your God, right? You calling on your hallelujah, you asking them, you praying and begging and shit and asking them to fix all your problems, but you're not even connected to it because the church floor is not the ground. So you can't even get grounded. Church at least is the place you go to get grounded. No, but they take you there, they take you upstairs to give you some food, a bunch of pork and shit and cans and cheese and shit. The churches are killing you. No, we went to the caves. Because in that cave, you put your feet on the ground. The first thing that happens, all the negative ions in your body leave. And you can think clear. You begin to harvest and harness in this place. You can pull on the stone's energy and like this. That source has these information in the stone. That's why we want to know what this quartz crystal mean. What I only got my crystals on. What the rose quartz mean. Ask the quartz. There's information in the quartz for you. How do you know the book telling you the truth? When you can go get it. Ground your goddamn self and talk to your stones until it answers you, damn it. I don't give a fuck if it takes you a whole year to get into that connection. If you working with them plants, you work with that shit until you get that connection where them plants are talking to you. We are the X-Men. We don't have to be in this mess that we're in if we come back into the power that we have. Because if I can levitate in sex, it happened to me 3 times. And if I can levitate in sex, then I need to harness that shit in myself and fucking fly some goddamn where and show people the power of miracles and shit. Why the fuck is Dionne Warwick with her fake ass getting paid for reading minds with all these motherfucking empaths around me? Because you ain't fully brought your empath out. That's why. So you will go get that shit commercialized and invented in a bunch of tarot fucking cards. Fuck a tarot card. They made that shit up from you. The tarot card readings and shit out all of y'all doing. Stop that bullshit. Because the only true reading is the wombman and the stone. The stones tell you everything. They created that off of what we did, the melanated woman. How we had these communications. So now they put some information on a card. And if you get that card, it's shut the fuck up. That's what it say. No. No, we cast stones. Y'all heard that in the Bible about casting of stones? That's what the wombman did. She threw the stones. And them stones would talk to her. We don't have any more excuses. We are in a day. We're in the day where all things are being revealed. All you have to do is harness the information that you're getting now. From breast to breast. Fuck the books. Unless you truly know. That's another thing too. What is a book? Everybody want to go to any book that they see on anything that anybody says on anything that they're fucking interested in. What is the book? What is a book? A book is the mind of a man or woman. Man of a man, because the women are true men. We are mankind because we birthed mankind. So when they said mankind, they was talking about the woman. So the book is just the mind of a person. So anybody could just walk up and tell you anything. You could be walking down the fucking mall and just have an answer. Anybody just walk up and say, oh, this is but you won't listen to him. But look at that same motherfucker that wrote that book. Looking that motherfucking crazy. So look into your authors first before you get into their minds. A book is just the mind of a man. So get into the author first. When you allowing somebody to tell you what's righteous for you. Share the video one time for me, y'all. When you're allowing somebody to share what's righteous for you, look into them. Who the fuck is this? It could be some fucking weird ass little fucking hermit who made some bullshit up. And you just believe it because it was in a book that looked good. Can't judge a book by its cover. It's just the mind of a man. Make a motherfucker prove shit to y'all, excuse my language. But make somebody prove something to you. I don't give a fuck who you think your guru is. I don't give a shit about these people out here no more. Out here teaching you shit and make them prove it. They talking about I'm the one. Prove it. Nigga, if you paying rent, you damn sure enough ain't the one for me. Because God don't pay no rent. If you ain't come back into your magic, if you ain't working no fucking miracles, you're not the one. I don't give a fuck what you learned to do and how you learned to go to nature and all this bullshit. Just thank you for that. That was a good idea. I'm gonna do that too. No, but you're not the one to guide my being. I don't give a fuck what you can do with words. How you can twist words around, that don't make you the one. That's just, listen y'all, this motherfuckers just to learn from. We all just motherfuckers to just learn from. If that motherfucker ain't mastered the self, if I can't master my levitation, I ain't the one. How the fuck I'm the one and I can't even figure myself out? How these motherfuckers the one? Are they paying rent? Do they own any land? Are they caretakers of any land? Are they communicating with nature? Not just going to nature. That's not the key. The key isn't to go to nature. That's the beginning. That's step one. You gotta fucking go to nature, plant your goddamn feet, and then communicate with nature. If any man, any of you men, are out there fucking teaching me something, calling yourself the one, you ain't the fucking one if you ain't stood the fuck up and protect the nation. If you ain't stood in your natural nature, then you damn sure enough not the one. If any of our sisters out there teaching, and we're not standing as the guardians of destiny, and we're not standing as God, we're not the one. We just all learning some shit. Master your goddamn self and be the one. Sisters, be the guardians of destiny that you were created to be. Come back into your magic. Fuck their inventions. Men have invented all of this bullshit. Because men don't have, I don't give a fuck what they talking about. They're very logical and analytical, but they're not intuitive like you are. See, men gotta think about shit. They sit and think. You see your man, he thinking, I'm gonna do this. I gotta get this shit together. But a woman just come and do it because she feel where you thinking it. A man, y'all living like men. Men study the plants. Listen to me. Men wrote the book on plants. They study that shit and, oh, this is how it grow. And they do experiments and, you know, put shit on the table for 3 days and see what'll happen if you do this. Women feel. Women just felt that shit. She could go to the herb and communicate with that milk thistle and open it up and feel what it's for. She could smell what it's for. No, this for kidneys. She felt the shit. But y'all acting like men. You thinking too goddamn much. Not you, we. We thinking too much. We're not feeling anymore. Feel again. Release yourself from this patriarchal bullshit and how I'm gonna eat and how this men shit. When you came out the womb, let me show you some matriarchal shit. When you came out of the womb, you didn't think, how am I gonna eat? You knew where to go. You crawled up your mother's belly to that breast. You knew where to go. This society taught you to think about shit. You could smell your way to the milk. Smell your goddamn way to freedom. Remember how to smell and feel your way to the guardians of destiny again. You got to become the fairies, and you first got to let go. You got to free your mind. You got to relax. You got to truly relax. You're so fucking tight because you're in a shelter. You're so tight because the rent due. We so tight. You know what? So you know what the rent is due. But whether I smile about it or cry about it, the motherfucker's still going to be due. So just relax and let it be due. And just like you worrying and can get put out, you can smile and get put out. Smile about your situations. Just be appreciative for the moment. The grateful journey. Just be. Think about this. Think about this. No matter what you've been through in your entire life, how bad. That's still with the bad right now. No matter what you've been through in your entire life, you're still here, looking at me, listening to my bullshit right now. That means you fucking made it. Then what the fuck was you worried about in the first place? Now imagine all that worry and heartache and all the stress that you put on your body and ate your body up to still make it out the situation anyway. What if you'd have smiled through the whole goddamn thing? You've been healthier. You'd have been freer. You'd have known how to deal with it better the next time. Because when you stress like that, you can't even see your way out of the muck. Y'all know what that feel like when you just stress? I've been there. I've been homeless and all kinds of shit. I'll eat out of trash cans. And when you stress like that, you can't see your way out because your shit really be foggy and cloudy. And you be just like, I can't think. That make you go smoke a cigarette, drink some goddamn beer, drink some liquor, just smoke some weed. Make you just do some other shit because you want to escape. Don't escape. Live in it. Okay, this is my reality, and I'm not gonna die like this. So, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. Free your mind, and the rest will follow. Free your mind, because again, everything that's ever happened to you, you've lived through it. You're right here. Walk away from the stress. Look in front of you to freedom. I'm giving y'all this jewel. Listen. Look in front of you to freedom. Everything in front of you from now on is gonna add to your freedom. I don't give a fuck what situation you're in. Let it go. You're in that shelter, sister. Let it go. Thank you. If you're in the shelter, thank you. I'm in the shelter. Not, goddamn, I'm in the shelter. I gotta get me in. No, you're in the shelter. Because there you go again. She had you again. But you're too busy saying what you think you want for yourself. Or what you think you should have, that you're not able to appreciate the life jackets that you're given through life. The shelter is your life jacket right now because you're not drowning anymore. The drown part to you would be you living on the street. But you're in the shelter, so you were thrown a life jacket while you get some shit together. So do it in peace. Be peace about that shit. Smile about that shit. Every time you can give somebody else something, give it to them. So this is my freedom. She got me. You say you want to live like the goddamn birds, and then when you do, you don't get the message. You don't get the lesson. You don't get it. Your lights may have got cut off. Did you live through it? Did you eat while your lights were off? Did you starve and die? You just coming back? No, you were here the whole time. Share the video one time, y'all. Somebody else need to hear this too. You were here the whole time. We made it. We're steady making it. So fuck it. So fuck it. Let's just live then. Focus on your freedom. Fairy, guardian of destiny. Come back into your magic. You are just, this is funny, y'all, because I'm looking at the screen, right? And who did that? Shantae Evans got the hearts going across, and then right in the middle is the black hearts. But it's where I'm looking at on the screen is going across my lip like I got a mustache. It's so funny. But anyway, I'm goofy like that. But listen, get into your magic. You have to, I got to get this out of my face because it's too funny for me. I'm going to start laughing. You got to get back into your magic. You're not just an empath, sis. It's not, I'm just an empath. No, you are empathic. When you master that, imagine that. When you master being an empath, they give Dionne Warwick and that bitch can't see past her fucking hand. All this money to tell her a fake ass future. The word psychic means, the etymology of the word psychic means lying bitch. When you could tell the truth, when you can look into a person and say, I see this. Master your craft. And it's not going to happen in the book. Listen, when you realize you was an empath, did you realize it because you read a book and then shit just happened? No, that shit was happening to you the whole time you didn't know. Go back to that. Drop all these books and shit. Get rid of all this religious shit. All of this shit. Listen, how do you know the Yerusha shit real? Oshun and Ogun. Did you talk to Oshun yet? I'm not saying it's not real. I said that you talked to Oshun yet. Have you connected with Ogun yet? Then get the fuck out the books. Why the fuck are we going to school for Reiki? All these motherfuckers going to school for Reiki still ain't done no magical shit. Think about it. What Reiki do? Control energy and shit? Motherfuckers still went to whole school and got a whole master degree in fucking Reiki. And still ain't done no magical shit. Why the fuck is I want to see some goddamn magic. You got this person, yes, this stone is for this and this stone is for that. They not with that shit. That's a bunch of bullshit. They really mean it in the heart, though. I give them that. But they ain't with the shit for real. They ain't with the magic for real. Because why they ain't healing for real? If somebody was really healing with the crystals, wouldn't we all be there? Wouldn't we be taking our aunt with cancer? Look, no, she gonna put this crystal on you. Not what the book said. No, she gonna tell you what the book said. Carry this quartz crystal around. And you're gonna carry that crystal around and you're gonna fall in the fucking grave. If you waiting for that crystal to take away your cancer. Because she don't know it. She read it. She gotta know it. Because once she, even if it's true, but if she don't know it, ain't no power in it. Once she know it, that this crystal cures cancer because that crystal told her that she could put her magic in this crystal together and she can hand you this crystal that's going to cure your cancer. You can't do it right now. Ain't opening up no chakras. It ain't doing shit. Ain't nobody walking around like no fucking X-Men. And until then, excuse me, but everybody can shut the fuck up about their magic. Go get your magic for real because you really do have it. And the reason you're going the route that you're going because you really do want it. You really do choose it. Then go get it. Drop your book. Go get it the same way you finding this shit in yourself that you found out you empathic in, that you found out that you were empathic. You found out that you were empathic because shit was happening to you. You were feeling the shit from other people. You didn't know what to call it. You felt, your intuition felt something going on with her, or you felt her thought, or you felt this. That's how you found out you were empathic. Go back to that. Drop all the motherfucking books you got, because none of them people who wrote the books are some magical motherfuckers. They ain't doing no magical shit. They just know some magical shit. So go back to where you got it from in the book that was opening up for you. A book is just the mind of another man. Go back to the first book that opened it up and said that you were empathic. That's your book. The Akashic records were opening in you. You shut it down to go buy a book on crystals. You shut it down to go buy a book on being an empath. You shut it down to buy a book on levitation. No. When I levitated those 3 times, it wasn't in the book. And I don't went to every YouTube video I can go to on levitation. I know everywhere they say it can't be done. In order for you to levitate, you gotta propel. So I say, fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna stop letting motherfuckers tell me how I meditated. Let me just see what meditation is. Okay, meditation is, okay, you're propelling. Or just like when you got magnets. Like that train that's in China. The train only it rides by levitation. Because you have 2 magnets that two positive sides facing each other. You know, you put 2 magnets together and they won't stick, they repel. Right, you got that centrifugal force, I think it's called. And then, so the metal train just pushes up. Hi, baby, you woke. I'm out front. My baby just came on. But anyway, I told y'all she was knocked out. That train is just floating, right? So, because it's metal. And then that's how you propel it. You release a little shit, the magnetic shit, and then the train rides. So I'm like, okay, if I levitated, then somehow, one, I'm defying gravity without propulsion. I'm not propelling against anything. So what's happening is my magnetic energy is the same as the Earth's magnetic energy. See? Because 2 like magnets got to repel away from each other. So the way that I levitate in sex is I done faced Earth's energy and I repel off of it. So if you're going to go get your magic out of a book, get shit like that, the science of your magic, so you can know what it is you're doing, and then you can enhance that shit in your system. Because I'm telling y'all, one day I'm going to be on camera levitating because I do it, but I don't know how I do it. Good day. Look, she bring all the smiles out of me. Make me look like, good morning.
Please, I just woke up. It's like she's live somewhere. I went straight to my phone. She's live.
She's live somewhere. So, let me get back with it. You stay out for a little bit?
Yeah, let me go handle him real quick. He's kissing the dog.
Okay, bring him out too.
Okay.
I'll come in. Okay. Maybe not, because it feels better out here. It feels really good out here. You can leave it open. The air feels good. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. Gotta take it home first. So anyway, so I went and got the science. So now, that's my meditations. I can't go to a book. It's not going to make me magical. It's going to make me another motherfucker who knows some more shit. Let's stop knowing so much and do some shit. Keep telling y'all, action. We got we. But it's action to make a movement move. You feel me? Action makes a movement move. Let's take action and we got we. Let's get us back to where we belong and we got we. Because that's why all this information is being revealed to us, y'all. Share the video for me one time. Just push the share button. That's why all this information is coming back. But a man, I'm telling y'all, a man can only take you so far. A man can only take you so far. Nature Boy took a lot of y'all to nature. Y'all forgot about nature. So he took a lot of y'all to nature. Now what? He ain't no magical motherfucker out there, yeah. He ain't going to be until you become. Because once you become a magical motherfucker, then the men can plug into you and get their magic. They still, I don't care what they say or what they're going to convince you in their strong voices that they can do. Their voices only that strong because they the one that want to be chosen for their sperm. Don't be intimidated. Because there ain't nothing scarier than a woman's calm. All that rough, rah-rah shit, shut the fuck up. Because when she get the fuck calm on your ass, you know you better straighten the hell up. It's just a bunch of noise. It's a bunch of noise that got us in a bunch of mess that we're in. Patriarchy has to die. Matriarchy has to be resurrected on the planet. That's where our magic comes from. That's where our freedom is going to lie. That's where our salvation is. It's in the wombs. The salvation is in the wombs. Gods awaken. Guardians of destiny awaken. Awaken. Say it with me. Guardians of destiny awaken. This is our time. Awaken. God damn it. Awaken. Feel that in you. Y'all know y'all gonna get me crying. Feel it. Awaken. Freedom. We've had enough. We want freedom now, the real kind. No more false magic. Awaken, gods. If you didn't go with us on Junior Knife and take your womb back to source, you can still do it anyway. Because we got that energy out there for you. Take them wombs back for a day. Do a whole ritual. Look at all my videos on what we did and take them back if you haven't taken it back yet. Wombs awaken. And you're going to do it by becoming the fairy in you. You're going to do it by truly becoming that empath. You're going to do it by releasing yourself from his inventions. You're going to do it by going back to harvest and harness. Harness the energy in you. Not other people's mind. Not my mind, y'all. My magic got to work for me. I got to go within and do the same shit you got to do. Because you know how I'm not the one? Because I am not a magical motherfucker yet. But I know it's there. I've seen my magic, though it hits, I can contest to the shit. I can say that it's real, or attest to it. I can say that it's real because I have seen my magic. I'm going to embrace my magic. I don't give a fuck who say I'm crazy. Because my mind is free. My mind is free. Free your mind. Source gave you that magic. You know the things that you're doing and you're seeing and you're dreaming. The church is not going to tell you what to do with that. They're going to pray for your ass with it. They're going to put some olive oil on your forehead and rebuke that shit out of you. Because that's the patriarchal way. They don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You got to show them. We got to be levitating across this goddamn planet and walking on water and shit. Because that's the power of the womb, man. It's in your magnetics. You are a pusher and a puller in your magnetics. To repel yourself off the earth. To look into the mind of a... Listen, every mind that has developed has sat in the bellies of women. Listen, what I just said. Every mind on the planet developed in the body of a woman. That's some deep ass shit. How the fuck you can't read minds? How you can't read a mind, X-Man? God? Guardian of destiny? When that mind grew in you, it had to come into you. You grew the body for the conscious being to come into, sitting inside of you. Conscious being other than yourself sat in you for 9 fucking months. And it heard everything you heard. It felt everything you felt. Then how the fuck don't you feel what other people feel? We already have that ability to be empaths. Every one of us. Whether we had children or not. We already have the receptors because our body is made for beings to come into it and live in it. And connect with it. And converse with it. You know that motherly bond they call it? When a mother knows something going wrong with her child and vice versa, you already reading minds, see it for what it is, and fuck their inventions and what they fucking trying to tell you it's called. It's called freedom, goddammit. It's called free your mind, and the rest will follow. Free your mind. Then I just felt like Morpheus from the Matrix. Now I really see it where they was going with that. A woman wrote the Matrix, by the way. A woman wrote that movie. And when Morpheus was telling Neo to jump on that building, he said you got to free your mind, and you can do that. You can do what's in you. You know what's in you that you naturally do. Don't make yourself go into some shit. And if you can't find it, then you go into the meditations for that. What am I? What can I do? Because everything I just said, you got the natural abilities to do. You naturally have the power of telekinesis. You naturally have the power of telepathy. You naturally have the power of clairvoyance. You naturally have the power of intuition. So if you don't know what you do, just be a woman. Because just being a wombman, and for men too, you got the 5 senses too. So just being a human being, you got the natural powers of a human being. So start there. Getting your connections back together. Clean out your receptors because they are blocked by your meat, by your sugar, by the poison, by all this shit they giving you. That's the reason you got GMOs. Genetically modified. Why would somebody genetically modify something? Because they can? No, because they know what that shit can do to the gods. Because I bet you the motherfuckers who are genetically modifying shit don't eat that shit. Now, that's why when you go to the market, they give you a Safeway card. They give you a Fry's card. They give you the King's card. So they can know what the fuck you eating in your zip code. They know where the fuck to put them GMOs at. But we're going to say fuck you and your GMOs. Because we're going to... Listen. It's just... all the answers are so simple that we should just feel stupid as fuck. How do I get over the GMO food? What am I going to do? Like, you go buy yourself a fucking organic pear and plant the seed from it. It came with it. So that seed is organic too. Everything that you eat, the seed come with it. Put it in the ground. It's going to grow for you just like it grew for them. If you don't know about it, go learn about it. What do I need for these peppers to grow? How often should I water them? What kind of pot should I put them in? Okay, do it and watch it grow. Right now from we did the 4th of July drive-by shooting. I'm sitting there right now. Pepper's still in the window. We just sitting there watching these little peppers grow. Our tamarind seeds start to sprout up. Since then, it ain't been a month yet, but the pepper's about this long. I'm so happy. Like, I'm about to eat a pepper next year. Just be patient and free your mind while you hungry when you could plant. Even if you was homeless. I used to play the drums back home every Sunday, right? For 35 years, these people been at this one tree. They play the drums, and they all men, and they allowed me in. So, and I ain't forget you with the drums yet, Shantae. We just ain't been back to the land. I like to do it out there. But this one guy, I forget his name. He was my little buddy. He was a homeless guy, and he would always walk off while we were drumming. So one day, his name was T-Bo, some shit. So I was like, one day I talked to him. I was like, what you be doing back there? He was like, you want to see? I was like, yeah. I was kind of scared. Like, he gonna take me in the woods with a little dusty edge. I went negative on it. Fuck, let me take a knife with me. Hold on, let me go to my car real quick, honey. Shit like that. But then when we got there, the brother just showed me where he grew his weed. He grew weed, tomatoes, and peppers back in back in the woods. And I'm like, damn. He said, I ain't never hungry. He said, I'm hungry, and God gave us seed. He had himself a little farm back that motherfucker. He ain't buy nobody's weed. He had a whole bunch of that shit. And a whole bunch of he had peppers and tomatoes that he ate every day and survived. How are we hungry? How are we hungry? It's an illusion. It's all illusions. It's illusion that you need this and you need that. It's illusions. She gave it all to us. Once you cleanse your body out like this, we need to start linking up in units. But we got to clean out first, because we just going to be a bunch of contaminated motherfuckers around each other. That's when we become bitches. We just going to be a bunch of contaminated bitches being bitchy, acting like dogs. But you got to cleanse yourself out so you can come to your peace. And then we'll have peace around us. You see? Then we could become gods again together as the generators. Maybe just walk out and take all my thoughts. We have, as the guardians of destiny again, you see? And then we can do it together. We can speak to each other in peace and kindness and in love again. But right now, when we filthy like this, if you still smoking weed, I ain't trying to chill with you. If it's not medicinal, go get some medicinal or something. If you smoking that contaminated shit, if you smoking still on Newports, I love you though, and I'll do anything to help you out of it. Ask me, I'll be there. I ain't hanging out with you though, because I know that shit, what that shit do. I know you addicted, so I know even you trying to let that shit go, you gonna go through it, because I did. I smoked Newports for 33 years, and breaking away from that shit, it was like listen, the biggest demon in me came the fuck out. You better get the fuck away from it. Was like some shit like that. No. So I know what you're going through, so I'm gonna let you go through that shit over there. I'm gonna help you from over fucking there. You see? And then when it come out, then we come together. It ain't right for us to put our bullshit on each other. Go through your trials. Go through your crucifixion, and then join the sisterhood, and then come link with the sisters. But you got to put yourself through it. Even that goddamn meat, you don't even know until you try to stop eating it, that shit is a fucking addictive. You don't know because you get the shakes. You don't know because you get irritated. You get anxiety, like, well, I can't eat meat no more. Think about it right now. If you still a strong meat eater, think about it. We saying, we all, you can come here and we're gonna give you $1 million for free, but you gotta stop eating meat. Think about what your body think about. Like, I can't just have one piece. Like, maybe I can have it. You addicted. You're addicted to it. Share the video one time for me, y'all. You're addicted to it. Release yourself from your addictions. And let's start vibing together. Everybody release that. You know what your own bullshit is. It ain't fair. It ain't fair to put our shit on other people, to put our toxins. But we have to help each other through it, though, especially those of us who's been through it. Then we have to help each other through it. But you don't have the right. Don't say I'm not a sister. Oh, she wouldn't even chill with me because I eat meat. Hell no. Your ass addicted and you evil. Don't even know you evil. You got shit going on that you don't even know it. When your body start breaking away from that shit, you gonna find the fuck out, though. Oh, that's what she was talking about. I said, no, I don't want to put myself through it. I just want to help your ass from over here. Because our shit just peace. Listen, even in this fast right here, Luna is the sweetest person on the planet. Until that shit was breaking out of her system. When y'all see her do them little posts and they be like, and thank you for dealing with stuff. No. We barked at each other like we were two bitches. Like, we were on our menstruals, full-fledged menstruals, and we became like poodles or something. Our hair is up too. That's the fuck we look like.
Oh my god, yeah.
We had to sit back and laugh like this shit. You were like, girl, you was looking crazy.
True story.
Shit comes up out you. I ain't trying to be around 100 y'all like that. She was a lot. Her and Kelfa too. No. We all had to get that shit out of our system. No. So get it together, and we come back together. We come back together. We waiting for you, though, and we will help you through it. I'm telling y'all, watch who y'all listening to. Watch who you listening to, God. Guardians of Destiny. If that motherfucker ain't a magical motherfucker, she not the one. They ain't come back into it yet. Don't tell me you got magic. Show me magic. If you ain't showing me your magic, nope, that's not the one yet. They ain't come into being a full human or being a full being yet. If they can't use that magic in these ships, they ain't back yet. That's what the preacher was about. The oracles, they were miracle workers. If your preacher ain't working no miracles, don't say your preacher worked a miracle because he prayed over you and your rent got paid. You did that. You just believed in whatever you believe in happens for you. Show me the magic. I like that. Show me the magic. Show me the magic. Let's become magic. We don't have to wait for nobody to be the one. You're the one. It's you. I believe in you. I believe in you. Show me the magic. Make me get on my game. And then when you come into yours, tell me, because I can't figure out how to do this shit on my own. It just happens. So I'm learning now to harvest. I'm going through all kinds of shit to try to figure out how do we harvest. If you come into your magic, teach me. See, then you just became the one. We're all the one. Keep saying it. We're all a piece of this puzzle. I just know some shit. I just share my shit. And I got a big mouth. I'm a Gemini. I'm a communicator where you may not be. That's all. So I'm just a spokesperson for us as a unit. I'm not the fucking one. I'm our spokesperson, or one of them. We have a few sisters who speak out. We're just spokespeople. We're not your leader. I'm not leading your ass nowhere. I'm trying to find where the fuck I'm going. I will lead your ass to the water, to the well, and it's gonna be dry now because my receptors was blocked for a minute or some shit. I'll let y'all know when I'm 100% there. Y'all see it because I'm gonna show you my magic. When my magic come in, I'm gonna say I'm the one, but you should be saying the same shit. All these magical creatures in one place. Everybody on this line right now, we done lost our magic because telepathy. We should all be able to chime into each other right now. We should all be hearing 22 voices in our heads. Come back into your magic, y'all. Fuck his inventions. Go back into the harvest. Don't eat inventions. Eat what you harvest. Then you know it's what God gave you. Then you know it's clean. Then you know it's not blocking your receptors. Your food is your magic. Your food is your first magic. You see? It's what's going to cleanse you out. It's what's going to open up your receptors and your frequencies. You're going to be eating pure frequencies. That's where your magic is going to begin. You got to clear yourself out. See? It's not just about it being a diet and I want to lose weight. No, get your life straight. Get your life plan. That was coming next, baby. Get your life plan. Get your life straight. Eat magic. God damn it. Get away from those sugars because it's here to kill you. It's here to stop your fairy from growing her wings, Maleficent. Grow your wings, sisters. Watch how powerful. Watch how much power. You say you've been not eating meat for a long time, but yet you still been reading the book on how to be a witch. No, fuck the books. Hashtag FTB. Fuck the books. It's inside. It's the same book that told you had the power in the first place. Go right to that place that told you you had the power in the first place. Go right there and develop your magic. All these abilities that we have, all these things that you're doing that's outside of the norm is magic. Live the book, right? The book is in you. Go to nature to open up the books. That's why we got to go back. Not to just go live in nature because we look good. Not just go to nature because our bodies are slim. Because imagine this, if we were doing all the right things and we all had slim bodies, a slim body wouldn't be a thing to have. That would be the norm. But we all fucking up, so a slim body today is something to have. We're retarded. Our goals are slim bodies. What the fuck is wrong with us? Our goals today is to have slim bodies. That means you over fucking weight and you're not doing the right shit. Because if we all do the right shit, we all have slim bodies. So that wouldn't even be a thought of ours. Once you have the slim body, right? Once you're eating the way you're supposed to eat or intake and having the proper conversations that you should have, right? Then what? What comes after that? You become God, the guardians of destiny again. You become God. You come back into yourself. Those are things you should be reaching for right now, not the slim body. If you don't have the slim body, or we don't have the slim body, then our receptors are blocked. We fucking up. So get over that. Go eat the way you're supposed to eat. Do that shit for a couple months, so you'll have the slim body again, and you'll get over that shit. So you can go for what you're supposed to be going for right now. Right now, that's our goals. To get fit. If you eat fruit, you don't gotta get fit. Because you ain't gonna have no fat. You ain't gonna have no ailments. All of fruits are anything with seeds with flesh around it. Wounds. Cucumbers. All of that. Anything with flesh around it and seeds. Even beans. That's fruit. It's the ovary of a plant. Eat your fruit. And you won't have the ailments. And if like I said, if you make a sauce, don't go get this contaminated shit. Make your shit all from scratch. And then you know what's in it. Then your shit is clean. If you still want to eat cooked food, cook it then. God damn it. Go get a cookbook for that. Go get a book for that. To learn how to cook your shit from scratch. So you can keep your health. And that won't be a thing again that you're trying to reach to go get. That's just your norm. So what happens after you at your norm and you back at nature and you're eating naturally? Then you gotta get your magic back. So now once we find how to become free of mind and get our magic back, then what's after that? Then we be gods. We be the gods again. We be the guardians of destiny again. Then we have ascended. Then we have graduated this school called Earth. Then we can truly bring something back to source, to the one consciousness. See? So that's going back to nature is just the beginning. Eating the fruit is just the beginning. Cleaning your body out fast, that's the beginning. We got a long way to go. Get on board, y'all. Get on board. Let's go get it. Let's awaken. Sisters, if you're new on here and you haven't been to the Coven 1000 Mystical Wombman, join us. We 1,200 strong right now. A sisterhood like y'all never seen before. It's real. We get a few little flakes, little shit going on, and we shake it right out of there. 1,000 Mystical Wombmen are coming. Come on. Let's get our powers back. Y'all love you. We y'all love you. Let's become the ones. God. Guardians of destiny. We are the gods. Free your mind. Free your mind.